routines. New technology. New expectations. Middle school can be a time of profound growth, but sometimes all the new stuff at once can be overwhelming. It's hard to know how to guide our kids as they transition, while at the same time giving them the freedom they need to develop and grow into confident, self-reliant, balanced, and principled young adults. How much do I let them start taking control of their schedules, their work, and their relationships, and let them write their own story? I wish there was a handbook for sending a kid to MYP.
Being a part of the MYP community includes getting involved in clubs, arts, athletics, and service opportunities. This allows your student to participate in meaningful activities outside the classroom and perhaps discover skills and passions that may be outside of their comfort zone.
Sixth grade is the year of change. Wearing a new uniform, changing out for PE, finding different classrooms, building relationships with different teachers, negotiating positive relationships with peers, managing the time of 8 different classes, and even eating lunch in the NPR. There's so much to get used to. Establishing new routines and efficient systems in order to keep it all straight will minimize frustration and put your students on the track to success.
Your child's brain grows and transforms more during the ages of 12 to 18 than at almost any other time in their lives. This means they often need help talking out all the options and possible outcomes of their decisions. Because their brains are still developing, your student may make decisions based on emotions, impulse, or instinctive behavior.
Friend groups change quickly. It's okay. Be ready to listen, but be cool. Don't feel the need to force a conversation or always offer a solution. Be a shoulder to cry and an available ear. Your student needs to know they're capable. Encourage him or her to be the primary person responsible for their academic success. Collaborate with and be supportive to the teachers in helping your child succeed, but resist the temptation to email your child's teacher immediately. Instead, encourage your student to approach the teacher, him or herself, to ask questions. The IB program is rigorous, so take the opportunity to reinforce the importance of doing quality work when it is necessary, even if it isn't always fun or entertaining.
Teach and expect your student to use available technology safely, responsibly, and to their benefit. Check your students' messages, texts, and online social media posting regularly. Know your child's password to everything and implement limits for recreational screen time to help them learn balance. Encourage balance with technology and clearly explain what is appropriate and how that aligns with your family's values.
It's easy to get overbooked quickly. Teaching effective planning and time management, as well as how to create to-do lists, will help your child handle the increasing demands of their schedule. It's really hard to miss class time, so support your child by scheduling appointments on Wednesday afternoons. Encourage your student to take ownership of their academic mastery by making responsible choices in their use of flex time. With so many emotional, physical, and psychological changes, it's important to be intentional about the downtime and rest that your child receives.
Organization is the most important aspect of success. Failing to prepare means preparing to fail. Students will need a way to keep track of their notes, assignments, forms, due dates, and other things. We highly recommend an accordion file, planner, and a calendar, whether online or printed. So please help your child develop a system that works for them by having them show you their folder, backpack, or other supplies on a regular basis as they get started in the MYP.
Be clear about your expectation for their academic performance, but encourage a growth mindset where your student is able to learn from their mistakes. Allow them to experience natural consequences for their choices and hold them accountable at home. Make your student responsible for following up and resolving missing assignments when you get an ICU notification. Learn the IB scoring scale and maintain realistic expectations for your student's achievement.
Getting 7 or 8s in every class or assignment isn't really realistic.
Failure is the best teacher, so don't withhold the opportunity to struggle in order to figure out new strategies for success. Allow your student to be a risk taker and fail forward, especially in 6th or 8th grade when GPA is not calculated.
Take every opportunity to celebrate successes and reinforce positive choices, character, and behavior. It's important your child knows that you and their teachers are on their team. Be informed about what's going on in your student's social and academic life and engage them regularly, even if they're not in the mood or try to ignore you by playing on their cell phone. Regularly reinforce your values and expectations verbally. Even if it seems like they're not listening, it's crucial that they know that you care. Learn your child's love language so that you can encourage them in ways that matter to them.
I would suggest monitoring their progress while letting them make their own decisions, possibly letting them fail, making not such a good grade the first time, but letting them learn about consequences.
So some best practices would be staying involved with the students' teachers, making sure that if they email you with any questions or concerns, you're an involved parent and help address those in a timely manner. As parents, we tend to want to give a lot more freedom to our students once they enter the MYP, but in those beginning years of the MYP program, students still need parents to stay involved at least as much as they were in 5th grade in PYP.
Well, I think a parent's role in any student's success is to make sure that their children understand the importance of education in their household, and to give that child the support and guidance and direction that they need in order to be successful and set them up for success in the MYP program.
Well, we check managebac together at the beginning of MYP. We checked a couple times a week together, and then I kind of eased off and let them be more in control of that as they got more into the year, and then I would just spot check every week and generally and ask about what I saw in there.
We want so much for them, and sometimes it's hard to see them struggle learning from their mistakes. You can do this. You've got this. We're here to help.